Hey there, guys! Davi 90 RTCB here.
There, I made the intro. Am I a pro now?
I mentioned in the last Extra Gut video that I'm currently developing a soft spot for all the relics from decades past. And last week, when I went to a local music store to buy some spare sets of strings, I caught sight of this guitar, which I didn't know even existed. While I was there, I quickly googled it for some info and eventually rented it for a couple of weeks. So guys, the piece of history I'm introducing you to today is the Yamaha RGX 421D, a guitar belonging to the mid-90s, so it is 30 years old. They used to make this guitar in Taiwan, and as you can see, it has an HSH configuration, 5 positions to play with, 24 frets, and a TRS Pro tremolo bridge. But beyond the specs, what I really care is to show you what I managed to create with this guitar. It will be a proper full demo mix with EQs, compressors, and all the rest. Enough for the talking. Therefore, let's get to action. The beauty of making these Extra Gut videos is that they give me the opportunity to try new strategies with mixing. Strategies that, if work, can also be applied to my covers. Here I can unleash my creativity, play different styles of metal, combine them, and also add something unexpected like I did during the solo section. Hoping you got it. But now let us focus on the guitar, and let me start by saying that despite the age, I strongly believe that it would perform greatly also today. The neck is not super smooth, but you know, it is thin and comfortable. You can play or record for 2 hours and trust me, you won't get tired. The playability is also more than acceptable. I mean, I had worse, like I had better. Finding a good raw sound to start with was pretty easy. I'm saying pretty easy because this time I had to move the mic of the amp sim a bit left or right, but in the end, it was worth it. I'll also inform you that this time I also quad-tracked my guitars. 2 guitars on the right and 2 guitars on the left. Actually, I wasn't sure about that from the get-go, but in short, if you don't try it, you'll never know if it works. But hey, it wasn't all exactly positive. In fact, there is one part which I didn't like for a good 75%. And of course, guys, I'm talking about the bridge. I said a good 75% because if you play normally, even hitting hard on the strings, it will hold the tuning. But as you barely touch it, you will lose control of the tuning. As you have probably seen, I haven't used it much, and that's the reason. I tried to make some slight adjustments myself, but I'm not very familiar with this type of bridge, and at the end, I didn't want to risk it. But before we get to the credits, there is still something that I would like to discuss with you guys. Yes, because the Yamaha brand is still active to this day. So it's not like with Maverick or Vester. The Yamaha still makes guitars, basses, amps, and speakers. Many of you guys often ask me what I think of the Yamaha Pacifica or to compare it with other guitars. Problem is, guys, that I still have to try one. But the thing that hurt me and that happened while I was exploring their website was finding out that the RGX series has been discontinued. I didn't search for the reasons they decided to do that, but in my opinion, they shouldn't have. Actually, in order to give you a more reliable assessment, I should get my hands on a more recent model of the RGX series. But if I were to simply consider what they made 30 years ago with this model, I'd be inclined to say that the fact that they decided not to continue with this series simply sucks. I mean, if there was a more recent model with a fixed bridge, I'd probably buy one. And this is all for this Monday, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the content, the full demo mix. And if you have any suggestions or opinions about Yamaha guitars, please feel free to share them in the comments. As always, I have to remind you what you can do if you want to help me to grow this channel. It's always the same things. I'll see you all guys in 2 weeks with a new guitar to explore, but in the meantime, never forget, until the next time, try it until it's tight.